Back at it again with another video. Today's video is going to be about the bench press variation that I have found wonderful results with. Not just in pure size, we're talking about real man strength. You know what I'm talking about? I'm sick and tired of everyone always worried about how big your chest can grow. That comes alongside the stronger you get, the easier it is to facilitate those goals. And this variation I'm going to show you is going to make you explosive versus you being a stiff bodybuilder that can only move in this range of motion with no explosive power. Everything's about isolating and making sure I'm getting the most stretch out of it. There's a time and place for that. But when we're talking about real man strength, the type of strength that puts hair on your chest, even though I have minimal, this is going to do it metaphorically. Can't quite promise it actually. Been working on it for quite some time, but these are my genetics, and if you're on this page, you know that's all we do. We max out our genetics. We are the natural crusaders. This is what we do, and this is how we do it, because it's about natural supremacy, natural dominance. And this variation, I'm going to show you, first off, way more fun than the bench press, and for explosive power, way more applicable. I promise you, fast twitch type of shit. Yeah, you heard me. It's game time. Before we get right into the video, I just finished my chest day and look how I'm finishing out. I finish out trying to go as heavy as possible. I really push the envelope. That's something that not very many people do. And this was a bench press, Smith machine. So when I was talking about, oh, like there's a time and place for muscle growth, this is what I'm talking about. The very, very last thing I'm doing, I'm still pushing the envelope on how much weight I can push because we can bridge the gap on both, baby. Yep. And we're back. Now we're here. Wood back drop because I'm a gentleman. I know you guys like the backwood drop in the old place, but some traditions have to remain. Unfortunately, now I'm gonna have to basically always have a house with a backwood drop, which sucks, right? It's just extra weird work on me for really no added benefit besides I love you guys and I wanna kind of keep it simple and show you that I even care about the little things. Not like most people, but I wanna show you guys this bench press variation that, let's be honest, this is why you're here. I've already told you that 20 times. What am I going to keep telling you? I'm going to show you. Just show them the damn thing. I want you guys to understand something. When we do strength primarily is about what? More weight, but also force production. And that means acceleration is a part of it because force equals mass times acceleration. Now, there's nothing wrong with just bench pressing, right? It's great for a reason. It's a classic. I'm not telling you have to avoid it for the rest of your life. But what if we could do it in a way that's not so gym bro-y? Because we're not gym bros, right? I mean, we are gym bros, obviously. Like, we train. But point is we are people who train. We use training as a tool it's meant to be. We find weaknesses, kinks in our system, and we explode on them. It's the problem with getting too comfortable with one way of doing things because you get comfortable with it because you get better at it and you've honestly sweated really hard for it. You've worked really, really hard at it. You've really banged your head against this wall. That's like, my gosh, man, like I bled for this, right? I have bled for this. I don't want to just now go to something else and bleed for that, but that's a part of it. Training is a tool to morph your mind in this way. So the way we're going to do it, and I'm going to show you guys this camera angle that's going to be way better than just front on because who wants to see that, right? I mean, the Natural Crusaders, we don't swing that way. But regardless, I'm going to put you right over here, get you all ready to go. Okay, so finally, what I want you to do is go about half of your 1 rep max. You don't have to do it that way, but just so you have an idea. I know someone's going to ask me, how much weight should I be doing? In the beginning, just work on the form, even if you're doing just the bar. What I want you to do is instead of touching your chest and coming back up, this is something I saw, and I've been doing it, and it's been working out great, is I actually want you to take the bar, not necessarily throw it up, but you want to catch it, and before it touches your chest, you don't want it to touch your chest, and then you want to come back up. So this is how it looks. And you want to make sure they're quality reps, okay? Because that's the most important part. If it ain't quality, then it doesn't mean any difference. That's a pretty cool part, by the way, about being here for my Muslim brothers. The adhan goes off 5 times a day. Even if you're not a Muslim on this page, even if I were living in a Christian country, there's something about hearing somebody, you know, who's very religious, is very God-fearing in your life. It's a different ball game. You know, it reminds you constantly that this whole thing is temporary. You know, a lot of people think, oh man, like, you know, we're all going to die anyway, so what does it matter? I disagree. It makes every moment that much better. A lot of people try to cope their way around that thought and just try to make themselves feel better, but there's nothing to feel better about. But it should make you feel an element of gratitude for every moment that you have. To me, I just know every moment ain't guaranteed and it could end at one point, right? But one thing I want to show you guys again is the way we're doing it is you throw it up like this and then you catch it beforehand. So it's not that necessarily like you're tossing it and catching it. It's almost like clap push-ups in a weird way, right? You're doing it just enough to release your hands, and then you want to catch it back down and you hold right here, not for any second, but the point is that's how I want you to think of it. You catch it, boom. It's almost like a depth jump, but with a bench press. It's very, very interesting how it works, because all you're doing is essentially, it's like this force production. And to me, I like being able to move my body faster. You know, it's the one thing when it came to weightlifting, there was a period of time where I started becoming clunky. And I can even feel it sometimes if I'm not pushing the envelope on some of this stuff. I start feeling like that bodybuilder strong. And there's a difference between bodybuilder strong and real strong. Like the type of strength that, you know, can hold up in a fight type of thing. You know what I mean? Because there is type of strength that do translate over. And I've even noticed it for me. It's not like, dude, I hate when people are like, Rami, do you box? I'm like, I'm never going to say yes unless I've taken a fight. If I haven't taken a fight, yeah, I haven't boxed, in my opinion. I have practiced and I have trained boxing, right? Or even like Russell, my brother does jiu-jitsu. He teaches me stuff from time to time. My point is there's a type of strength that you can tell is only strong in this range of motion versus strength that is almost in these weird provocative positions. And even though this isn't necessarily a weird and provocative position, it is a bit odd. You're having to build strength in a much different way. And I like the idea of me taking this bench, right? Coming in like this. I throw the weight up, catch, boom, right back up. But I won't stop there. Boom, as fast as possible. Go quick. See, that one touched my chest a little bit. And I notice as soon, and it's not because I'm trying to skip out on the set, but when it comes to strength work, you're training your central nervous system. This is the biggest difference I see with people. That's why you see skinny guys that can lift an abundance of weight, because strength training and muscle growth training are different. In the beginning, it's all the same. Newbie gains, you're getting stronger, it all works. But at a certain point, strength starts becoming separate of muscle growth in terms of taking the effectiveness and really cranking it up. And that's why I have portions of my lift, like especially in the beginning of my lift, is typically how I do it, is strength work. If you do strength work in the beginning, it's best because it's a central nervous system game, and my central nervous system just needs to be warmed up. You get what I'm saying? So when I do exercises like this, my goal is quality. That's the one thing with strength training that people don't understand. It's quality. Your sets should look beautiful. Your reps inside should look gorgeous, explosive. As soon as you feel that kind of come down a little bit, like I might take it one more just because it's just how I'm wired, but put it up, you're done. The goal is how can I make this happen as quickly as possible with something like this, and I call it the plyo flat bench. It's just because it reminds me of plyometrics a little bit, especially with having to move your body explosively, right? It's a lot more fast twitch than just regular flat benching. But with the plyo flat bench, think of it as quality. As soon as you notice that bar speed start to come down, rack it. Give yourself ample time and make sure you're coming back in quality. Anyways, I appreciate you guys watching this video, and I hope this is well worth your time. I know this video is a little bit everywhere today, but I'm playing. I'm playing with different stuff, different angles. Maybe you guys like this angle. I mean, plus the sun is right on the deltoid. Can't get mad about that. But regardless, if there's anything you guys are looking for specifically, the OGs know the deal. If you're new here, you drop it down in the comments. And if I see that comment gets enough thumbs up, 100% I'll make a video on it. Otherwise, the problem is I'll just make a bunch of videos that not very many people give a shit about. And my goal is to make sure that I'm actually giving you guys something you're looking for, right? So I read through every comment. You can go pass through videos. I pretty much get to every single one. Obviously, if someone responds to a video that was 3 months ago, probably won't be able to see it, you know, unless I happen to just, you know, go back through. I go back through my old videos, not just to analyze myself, but I give some damn good advice. I mean, am I biased? Yeah. Gives a shit. Is there a rule against that? Didn't think so. Anyways, I love you guys very much. Uncle Rami, the Natural Crusader, to all the rest of the Natural Crusaders, out. Peace. Now, unfortunately, you can see with my little jungle gym area, it ain't easy. You know, everyone's like, dude, your setup is awesome. Do you understand? This is the type of stuff I have to do all the time. I'm constantly having to move stuff around. And to be quite honest with you, not sure what the hell this does. I mean, what the hell is this, dude? It's just, like, what am I possibly going to do with this? I can lift up the bench with it.